Yeah, so we're playing against Radiance today. Good team, a really strong team for sure. Really good on paper. I think it'll take them a little bit of time to click. Obviously we don't know anything about them because we don't know who they've been practicing. We haven't practiced with them yet either, so they've got a lot of players that we're all familiar with, so I think today it'll be a little bit of a curveball. We'll have to see what they do and kind of adjust on the fly, and I think the same for them to us. I think since most of us have been together so long, they have a little bit better of a read on how we're gonna play. But I think at the end of the day, if we just stick to our game plan, it should be all right. We just have to make sure that we're just staying calm and just trying to be intelligent and trying to respond correctly to what they're doing. So I do think that they will do something weird today. They're a very creative team too. You have guys like Aurora and Cyclone, and those guys have obviously been part of a lot of the metas throughout the year, especially like when they were on Splice and they had their championship run. They had a weird meta coming in, so definitely just got to watch out for tricks today and just play our own game.
Welcome back to the SPL. Yes, the first set has been taken care of the day, but on to Pittsburgh Knights versus Radiance now.
Yeah, so game one was a pretty slow game. I remember thinking like we made a couple mistakes in that game, mostly the gold 3 call, which was kind of my idea. That was definitely a pretty bad call. It hurt our snowball a little bit.
Radiance has found themselves a pretty decent lead, and that might be able to grow here because this should be a good power play opportunity for Radiance. I don't know that they know, but Scary D teleported into mid lane. Benji did not. He proxied an extra wave by Phoenix. This is a good opportunity.
Oh, Darkness, a nice popped early on. The nice pull onto Neil. Murray's already dead. Didn't get the ultimate off though, but that's not going to do much at the end of that. That man has to fall back towards this left-hand side. And at the same time, you can see the rest of the team falling away.
I think during that game though, we made a couple of mistakes, especially late game team fight around the Fire Giant. I think we were a little bit deep. We could have probably backed up and done fire or something like that instead. Instead we kind of chased. We ended up kind of getting staggered and then ended up getting Fire Giant.
Both teams do have a little bit of a lackluster engage, I want to say, outside of maybe a blink from Scary D here or there. It's really relying on a lot of things, but this turbo time mid is going to fall down. Scary D and Zap both get stunned in place. Scary D pulled to the backline by adapting, has to ult away. Scary going to get chased down by Cyclone Spin. One more auto will do it. He's trapped in the pit. The bowler will get it. Meanwhile, Benji chasing towards Paul, who's going to fall down momentarily to Benji, but Paul will at least get hold of a roar.
Yuvo gets spotted, and everyone knows exactly where he is, but they don't know exactly where Zap is for the moment. No contest from them. A great initiation by Aurora. I agree that it was going to be kind of hard to find those initiations, but blink double stun from him. Pittsburgh Knights just too grouped up.
Essentially what happened is they were pushing our left lane while we were pushing down middle. And I think Zap made the call to end, and I thought it was a good call. I was about 70% sure it was gonna work. And at that point, when someone makes a call like that and they're kind of running down your left lane, if you don't all follow the call, anyone hesitates, it'll probably be bad anyways. Like if we kind of hesitated, like if someone would have called the back, they probably would have gotten our Phoenix already anyway. So you're kind of in this position where you kind of just have to go with the call and do it.
Gonna have a bit of a base race scenario going on. Last time PK did this, at least 4 of them, they nearly won a Worlds off the back of it. But I don't know about this one, boys.
We can base race, it's fine. We win.
Yeah, we win this. Just all in for it. We win it. We win it for sure.
Go hard. All in. We have all in all, right?
As well.
Yeah. All in. Go. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go.
Actually kill this, nice.
Wow.
Overrated.
Fuck yes, boys. That's so funny.
We lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna come up with a victory? It's gonna be Radiance.
Radiance got it.
I had to wait a
500
second.
HP. Less than 600 HP on the enemy Titan. Not even close. Radiance had it.
And like I said, I was pretty sure it was gonna work too, but at the end, obviously, it was really close and we ended up losing that, but wasn't too upset about that. I think, yeah, like in my mind, if I think something's 70% gonna work out, I'm gonna probably take that chance most of the time. So game one was a little bit unfortunate, but it's not really anything we were upset about. It was a pretty decent game. We made a few mistakes for sure, but nothing too substantial. Game two, I think they changed their draft up a lot and they gave us a lot of problems. I don't think we drafted as well as we could have in either of the games, to be honest. It was a really slow-paced game as well. I think their comp did really well in the late game, so they slowed down the game, and we didn't really. I think we could have maybe put a little bit more We could have maybe pushed the pace a little bit more during that game and tried to close it out a bit faster, but basically what ended up happening is they had a great engage in us. We didn't hear Jorm stealthing in towards us, and he knocked 3 of us up into, I don't know if Merlin was hitting us, but it was like Hunbat's damage. Jing Chen was going to blink ult us, and we basically only got 1 shot, so.
Benji now back in the fray, but the Pyro's getting low. Pyro reset the very last second. Benji in, knocks up a couple of members, and that's going to force the ultimate out of Neil. But Big Man already took out Neil because of it. And adapting, crashing onto Zapman's face, ends Zap's life too. That Pyro is down, finally goes the way of Radiance, and Radiance goes straight towards the FG.
When you get wiped like that, especially around an objective, it's really hard to win the game. They just kind of snowballed it from there, so I think we just made kind of one fatal decision. It was a pretty slow-paced game, and when you make one mistake like that, that's later in the game, it's a bit massive, it kind of makes the game really hard to win, and they did a great job. So I think that we definitely have a couple things to learn from that set. I think game 1 especially, like I said, we're not really disappointed. I think we could have played it better for sure. I think the big thing is we have to go back and look at a few of the mistakes, but all in all, I think they played pretty well. I think we kind of played a little bit worse than I think our standard is, and that's just kind of how it is sometimes in the debut. First game of SPL, you don't really know what they're going to do. You do need a little bit more time to click. We do have a little bit of stuff in terms of that, just being on the same page with things. We are a lot of the same players on the same team, but it is a little bit of a new meta. And I mean, SPL is just warming up, so it's going to be a long year, and I think next week we're going to be giving Obey the Hand, so stay tuned.
Well, I'm here with Neil, support for the Knights. Defending world champion Neil, I feel like I should say. Well, how's the squad meshing around Cubo? I mean, I know that's kind of the one swap for you all, is that jungle role. How do you all feel like the squad's kind of meshing around him?
I think that everything's going really well. I think in week 1 and maybe a couple weeks ago in practice, we're having a little bit of trouble, I guess, meshing, but I think over the last couple weeks we've come a long way, especially just in how we want to play the map and how we want to team fight. And I think it's kind of more reminiscent to last season than the year where everyone's kind of on the same page and everybody knows what their job is. So far so good with Fred, and I think it's only onwards and upwards from here.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us. Good luck in your matches. I'm looking forward to seeing Neil out there on the battleground.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And nary a Guardian to be found on the map here. Instead, the Warriors will be handling the front-lining duties here, Gormizer.
So game 1, we came in, we were like confident in our draft. Neil went horrific, and Bobby went inbound, went Blink, and he did a bad Hurricane 1, and they killed him, and after that the game was just...
If you buy a little bit of time, I can start pushing the
We're
lane.
running to lane now.
That's his
push.
thing.
It's pretty good.
We could probably kill him here.
Yeah, I'm coming. Or Horrific him. Funny him.
Nice.
Let's go, baby!
If you Herc.
Yeah. Thor's level 4. There he is.
That's his
I can be there purple, it's fine.
Got him.
That's my boy, Ronnie. Fucking stud.
I have cooldowns at 5.
We can kill on her. We can kill them.
I think we have to go on Earth. Every guy's got mana.
Kirk.
Once we get ahead like that and the other team doesn't start responding, they just don't have a way back into the game and we just snowballed off.
Are you good? I'm just gonna do it here, Neil.
If he jumps, I'll cage him.
Running on me.
You good? I think we should kill him.
Yeah. Let's go, Red.
Get outright. Yeah, and Rajin.
Combat. Force holding.
On her beat zone too.
I'm Fred.
Get out if you can. So good if you get
I'm out.
Okay, Fred. Take it easy.
We should just look for red then maybe. They don't
Good
really
nerds are.
Nice, Rajin beat. Watch out for Thor ult mid.
Yeah, Thor's gonna leave for sure.
He ulti. You're good. Let's go red Fred. It just kind of felt like we kind of knew everything they were gonna do. Like, we had a lot of ward vision, we could see exactly what they were doing, and I think that their comp wasn't like super good at all-inning us, so we just we were ahead and they tried to run at us. And we got to see everything they were doing because they had ward, so it was pretty easy to play around it, and I think after that one gold Fury fight, the game was pretty simple. We just kept snowballing the game. Stunning a Rajin is
Look at Rajin.
Yep, look at him. Stun him. Look at Rajin here, guys. That's his ult. Ulting them. Perfect.
Her gold down.
Thor in the back, one, nice. They were
Keep going,
so
keep
low.
going.
Okay. I have blink up. I'm gonna chase. That's Rajin dash. Look at Rajin here, guys.
One way. I can clean up.
Stunning Rajin. This is beast.
Rajin beast down.
Gold.
That's it.
Perfect.
Paul does get that kill on the inbound. They want to wowie. Scary D does get impaled back, but Bat out of hell does not care. He ends up finding Wowie as well for their third kill. They make it a 3-for-1. And Whoopi, where you running, buddy? That's right to Scary D's waiting clutches.
Force him it.
Stunning Bobby. Terrific time. I'm low, careful. Nice. Alma. 1 HP. Okay, go mid. Careful for mid. On my way. Okay, we can win.
Just win now.
Yeah. I'm gonna stun him when he walks up. Stunning
Kill
Rock.
him in Fountain. Kill him. Are we allowed to farm in Fountain, or is that not allowed?
I have a brawl summon right now.
Brawler doesn't do anything in Fountain anymore.
Oh, fuck you then.
How about we set up a farming operation? You guys want to set up a
Farming operation.
Fuck.
Yeah, they kind of just rolled over, huh?
I guess at the end of the day,
No.
obey will be obey, huh?
They shall obey. Oh no. Good teamwork, guys. Commended.
Game 2, same thing, man. Like, there's not a lot to say. Neil and Seb just made that early game super easy.
I'm fine. They're off it.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I can come now.
Okay.
We could just do it now.
Yeah. Kuzumbo might try and stop us. I can look for him. You can kill this guy.
Yeah, we can kill him.
I have a horrific too. He has blink, so I'm gonna horrific him.
No, I Susano. He's just coming. He's just coming there.
Goodbye, Bobby. Welcome to the league, man.
We can probably go.
Game 2, kind of the same story. Like a little bit less clean, but I got weakened at his speed, so that's a big dub. I'm just gonna stop Zeus from doing speed.
Not gonna. I'm fucking tanking. I can't do that.
You guys good? I'm slowing weakened down a ton.
Kuzumbo's right lane. Kuzumbo's right lane. You can fuck with him, Neil. Kuzumbo's right lane.
Let me know if he comes. Arthur's trying to run over though. He's worried of it. Nice.
Both games, him and Zap got a first blood on Bobby in the duo lane, so that's why the game felt so easy for us, because we just had an early lead. And once you have an early lead, if you play with it smart, you can just snowball the game really easily.
That's free, man.
Guys, be careful,
They're
man.
looking for you.
I'm rotating.
Yep.
You beads or no? On my way, nice. Watch over weekend coming in. That's his 3 and his 1. I can caging this guy. Fine.
Let's go, baby.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I literally said to Fred, you want to 3v2 them?
Old mate Neil Ma decided to activate Into mode.
Shit, man.
You good?
I am fun.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm fun.
That's a dead Neil Ma, dude.
Fun.
Saving Private Neil.
I'm fun. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm trolling, sorry. I will not troll anymore.
They also didn't really make any proactive plays, at least after a certain point, and so it was the lead speaks for itself.
Let's go.
That's his dash. Might just still have his 3. Careful now, careful. It's deep.
What about speed? Come speed, baby.
Yeah, Kuzumbo's right. Kuzumbo's right. You're good. He said speed.
He's here. They're both there. They're both looking at you. I can back you up.
Kuzumbo's coming now.
Arthur behind.
Big incoming.
The Arthur.
You got a lot of incoming.
First ult. Stunning Wolfie.
I'm dead as fucking tits.
Ulti them.
Susano on the ult.
I did the first ult. Zeus dead.
Evo's coming.
Who's in push down? Nice. Can you peel back?
Yeah.
Nice job.
Both their blinks are down.
Mama.
I
And
don't have my
Kuzumbo.
spell. Perfecting them. Honor still has jump, I think. Honor impale down. And pillar.
I can clean up.
For Desert Fury, well timed Volcanic Lightning though nearly out DPSs it, but Wowie finds another kill. But Neil Ma now here, Paul Flattens 2 with the double.
I don't see anybody mid. Don't see anybody.
Persephone's up there.
I have 5 seconds of beats.
They're mid looking for us. Stun
They're
them.
fighting. They're fighting.
Caging everyone. Eat the first ult again. I have mantle now this time. I might be okay. I need help though.
We come with a flank here. We come with a flank here. Persephone. Persephone here. Big ult. Dead.
Susano ult. Nice.
Alpha low.
Zeus.
Alpha dead.
Nice. Stunning inbound.
Let's go, boys. Well played.
G. Oh.
0-1 hit.
Very swag.
My KDA! No!
I think that team, they haven't played together super long, so they're a little bit fresh, so I don't think they really have, I don't know who's shot calling for them, but it kind of seems like they don't really know, like have a decisive voice where they know what they do. They kind of, like I think we showed up to the red and they 4-man showed up and then they all left. That's not really something you see from a team that has decisive shot calling, so maybe in weeks to come they'll have a little bit more like of those kinks worked out of their system, but I think they have a lot of potential. It's just about putting a little bit of time and effort into that and just having that come together for a team. So, but I think today we were just a little bit more composed, a little bit more cohesive units. So, yeah, it was a good game. So,
yeah, I mean, they're a really inexperienced team, so they made a lot of mistakes all across the board. So it wasn't much of a set, to be honest. Game one, they were just, I don't know, we just had like passive leads and they're just so behind. And it's like, I really didn't even get to play much. Like we kind of just like automatically won the game in a sense because they just make so many mistakes. So game one was pretty easy. In game two, I'm just like, man, we can give them Persephone. I don't even want Merlin. I'm just gonna play a Snowball God, and the game should be pretty easy. So they're just overall a really inexperienced team, and I think honestly, I think they'd probably be one of the worst SML teams. I think they gotta work on a lot of things, to be honest. I think they're right around Combine level, which is kind of like shocking, to be honest, but that's how they are right now. I really think they gotta improve.
So next week we're playing doubleheader against Radiance and Space Station. It's gonna be two good teams, but I'm expecting obey treatment as per usual.
Yeah, I think that'll be really good games though. Two really good teams. I'm really interested to see how we'll do that week. I think Space Station, they've kind of been slumping a little bit. I don't think that means necessarily they'll be bad when they play us. I'm not even saying they're bad now, but I just think they look a little bit sloppier than they did last year. So I think Rival 2 has looked a little bit sloppy. So I think it'll be a really defining week for all three of us teams. So I'm just kind of excited to play some of those teams too. We haven't really played Rival or Space Station in a while, and they're a bunch of good players. So yeah, just excited to play next week and kind of see where we're at.
I actually kind of like having a doubleheader because it's kind of like a tournament feeling, you know what I mean? Like you play one team into the next, like right after almost. So it's like, I like it personally. It's like you just get like in the mood to play and you're already there. It's like next day play again. It's just like constant. I like it. Oh, that's terrible. I hate it.
Rival has looked good at times, especially in scrims. I think their SPL has been a little rocky, but so was ours, at least in the first week. So that'll be a good test. Space Station, I think, much the same. I can't really remember. They beat Renegade, so yeah, they were pretty good. I think they've still got things to improve on. I think every team does. To be honest, I don't think anyone's super, on top of their game right now, us included. So next week's gonna be a good week.
Zap Mall Lane, it's just a force to be reckoned with, and let that, if you're out there and you're watching, and you play in the Pro League, you study that to a T, and you watch out. We're coming for you. You're next. Yeah, it was I don't know, we just got ahead early. Is there now?
I appreciate you figuring that out.
Yeah, there's a... yeah. These things make clicking noises. No way!